It's a bloody nightmare. If you can hear me, hold on a second. I'm going to try and sort something out here. Right, we're having a bit of technical difficulties as usual. So just hold tight. Hold on a minute. Just hang on a minute. Oh my God! Hold on. Right. Hold on. Can you hear me? Yes? Yes. I think you can. So, right, we've got a bit of a problem. Right. Okay. Okay. 1 second. Right. What we got is a situation where I'm having to do 2 lives simultaneously on the same live. 1 minute. Just turn that one down. Right. Okay. Can you just confirm that you can hear me? Can you just confirm that you can hear me? So I'm looking at that one. I mean this one. This is so weird. Right. Okay. All right. Can you? Right. Okay. You can hear me. This has been the most stressful live I've ever done. Do you know that? I need a moment. I need to take a minute here, right? Okay, right. Well, thank you so much for sticking with me and thank you. Just thank you very much because, I mean, yeah, that was bad, wasn't it? Anyway, okay. I'm very sorry. So there's been lots going on. Do you want me to start again? So, okay, let me tell you what happened. Oh, I actually have to get outside because it's so hot in there. Oh, hold on. Right. So the problem is, right, I can't do the live down in the field or with the mobile because our mobile networks are down. For some reason, I don't know why, but our mobile networks are down. So across all devices. So the only way I can get any connection is through the Wi-Fi, and we're using satellite Wi-Fi. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's been a major outage or something, but it's just not working. Anyway, so I think it's just atmospheric. So this is what happened. This was on the lead up to actually going live. I had everything organized. Everything was all done for you. And it all just went pear-shaped right at the last minute. So, yeah. Then, just as I got the live going, as I finally got it going, I then got Rachel on the radio telling me that she had all chaos going on down in the field because in my frustration and trying to work things out and trying to figure out what was going on with the connection, I managed to let out the dogs, which I didn't realize. So I let the dogs out, and one of our short-term volunteers that's here at the moment, Denise, was walking a little Falabella horse, the Prospero, and the dogs went down there and started chasing Prospero and the short-term volunteer. So she's obviously doesn't know what to do. The dogs are created like a whirlwind around the little horse. Rachel's got hold of Timo and she's got hold of Barney, which leaves Sam running around trying to round everybody up, which he does. He just wants to play with everybody. So Rachel's radioing me she's trying to radio me whilst holding 2 dogs that are trying to go mad for the horse. And I'm trying to sort out the live. So that's why I went out with the laptop. As I'm running down with the laptop, I suddenly remembered, hold on a minute, this doesn't make any sense because the laptop won't work on mobile network anyway. So that's why I put the laptop down there. And that's when I ran down into the field and you all thought I'd done a Forrest Gump and had run off. So anyway, that's what happened. Now I need to lay down. We've only been live how long have we been live for? And then I come back and I realise you can't hear me. So anyway, hopefully you can hear me now. Right, okay, so I'm going to go back inside because I need to pick up the messages because this, for some reason, is not showing me any messages. So let's have a look, shall we? Let's see how we're getting on. Right, okay, we've been live for 30 minutes. Okay. Right, it's so strange about the microphone not working on the laptop. Anyway, okay. Yeah, another quiet evening at Jacob's Ridge. Yes, Debbie, absolutely. we hope we entertained you. Yeah, Peggy, you definitely entertained me. That was hilarious. As I was reading your comments, that was funny. Tonda, thank you very much for your super chat, for getting the sound on. Hello from St. Louis. St. Louis. Peggy lost the bet. I don't know what bet. We got the first, oh my God, then it cut off. Check wires. Oh, right, okay. But you're right now. You can hear me. Please tell me you can still hear me. I think you can. I've got all the signs going on the screen, so I think we're okay. My spell check is a pain. Wanted to say no problem. Can happen to anyone. Oh, I see. Is there ever a normal day at JR? Jane, I don't think there is, actually. I don't think there is. And I'll tell you what, something else as well happened today. Just before I went live, I went down the bottom of the field to go and get Macario to drive him back up so we could put him to bed. Macario, the donkey. And as I got down there, Creepy and Perv, the two little goats that live in the Betty White run, were outside running around with no obvious sign of escape. The gates were closed, the gates were tied up. And that's the first time that's ever happened. And I was like, what the bloody hell are you two doing out? I've got to get Macario in. Macario's in the background. He's just chasing his tail, going around and around in circles. And then I've got Creepy and Perv just sort of like wandering around, just wondering what the hell they're doing. And then so I managed to open the gate. I got Perv, I got him in, but Creepy went and wandered off, being a creepy pervert that he is. And I couldn't get him back. So, yeah, what the hell? It's been a really, really strange afternoon. It's been anything that could go wrong seems to have gone wrong. So, who knows? Right, okay. It's just exhausting being Julian. Shut up, Gail. Hello from Arizona. Hi, I am Valentina. Good. I'm glad you can hear me. That's all good. Where is Rachel? Rachel is in the field at the moment. We've got our first of our short-term volunteer season starting again this week. So, yeah, she's busy in the field making sure everyone's all right there. We've got Bernie, who's our new long-term volunteer. So she's out there as well. So she's still finding her feet, but she's at the same time, she's trying to help the short-term volunteers settle in as well. So it is a little bit chaotic in that everyone's just trying to like settle down again. So yeah, it's all good fun. It's all good fun. Yes. I think Rachel is rethinking her life choices. Jan, it wouldn't surprise me. Jonty says, I hear you. Good. Good. Another quiet evening, Jacobs Ridge. For getting the sound on. Oh, sorry, I'm going backwards, aren't I? Well, obviously, of course I am. 34 minutes in and we can hear you. Right. You know what? Hold on a minute. I just feel like I just feel like I need to just chill out a minute. Oh, right. It's been right. Let's just try and calm. I think that's what we need to do, is just practice a little bit of calmness. I think when chaos descends in our lives, this is me giving you advice. What we need to do is we need to just practice some calmness. So chaos is not something that happens to us. It's something that happens for us, and it's a gift. So it's actually, don't tell anyone, but it's actually my superpower. And it's just allow the chaos to descend in your life and go with the flow, baby. Know what I mean? It's just bounce off those rocks as you bundle down the river and grab onto a little bit of floating driftwood if you can. And yeah, just keep laughing and keep smiling. Who knows where it'll end up? Just go with the flow, baby. How are you all? Are you all okay? We've been taking bets here how long it will take you. Oh my word. Okay, well, good. Right, I'm going to try and catch up a little bit because I have fallen behind. Right, Catalina, you've missed one hell of a start. Oh, Catalina. Oh, Catalina, you're late. Well, I'm glad you're here now, because actually the chaos that has been the first half an hour of this video is all your fault. I would like to blame, I personally hold Catalina completely responsible. Had she been here, we wouldn't have been in this sorry mess. Right. What would you like to talk about? I'm trying to remember where we were last week and things that have happened this week and what I've learned. And quite frankly, it's been a bit of a blur this week, to the point where I didn't even know what day it was this morning. And Rachel said to me, "Oh, it's live tonight." And I kind of looked at her and I was like, already? How can it be alive tonight? We've just literally just done a live like last night, but there's been a whole week that's happened. So I don't know what's happened, to be honest. You can ask me some questions and we'll see if we can piece together the week, because I haven't got a clue. Did you know, I did know this, I found this out, that I don't know if I've mentioned this before, it's kind of ironic. Diabetes and sugar in our diet, right? So our diet obviously affects everything in our life, and sugar appears very heavily in our life, in all our food. They put it in everything, and it's actually the most powerful. It's the most powerful industry in the world, and it affects policy, it affects government, everything. The sugar industry is so powerful, so rich. And there was a study done that I was reading about that was saying that there's been a little bit of a breakthrough with regards to Alzheimer's, and it's now being regarded as diabetes of the brain. And I found that quite interesting, and also totally believable, that as sugar affects our body and everything that we do, it must surely have an effect, and a lasting effect, on our health and on our mind and on our brain. And a few years ago, I went on a completely sugar-free diet, and I cut sugar out entirely out of my diet. And the one thing that was really noticeable was the clarity of thought that returned. I would say returned. I'd never experienced it before. It was the equivalent of taking a deep, deep breath of fresh air, as opposed to breathing in smog or dust. It was like the clarity of thought was so profound, but at the same time, the addiction to the sugar was insurmountable, and it was the thing that I eventually succumbed to, because the realization that I was addicted to sugar. And I think the general population is addicted to sugar, because it is so addictive. It's highly, highly addictive, more addictive than cocaine or anything like that. So yeah, it's very interesting. So I'm going to embark on a sugar-free diet again. I'm going to try again. I'm going to try really hard this time, and look on it like that. But have any of you tried sugar-free? Have you ever tried to go completely sugar-free? And if you have, how have you got on? Should we have a little discussion on, that's a bit of a serious discussion, isn't it? Should we discuss that, seeing as everything else was chaotic? I'm sure chaos will arrive again. It normally does. So it's like the spirit that we invite into our lives whenever we go live on JR. It's like, oh, we evoke the spirits of chaos, and then they come and they just cause chaos, and we have to tidy up the mess. We have to tidy up the bloody mess, mind. I don't like chaos. Comes around here, blows the bloody doors off your bloody life. Anyway, where's your wedding ring? Well, interesting question. Thank you very much for noticing, Dolly Daydream. So the wedding ring, I think I explained to you before, was it's laced with the hairs of the horses from the horse herd. And because I'm always working with my hands and doing stuff, I looked down, and part of the ring where the hairs are encapsulated had just started. I'd obviously frayed it on a rock or something like that. It's a very harsh environment. So I had to take it back to the lady that made the ring for us. And I just asked her to repair it. and also to make the ring a little bit smaller, because I was cleaning the car and I flicked my hand and my ring went flying off across out of the car and into the road. So it really is chaos. So I ran round to get the ring, and the cars were coming, obviously, and I was so focused on getting the ring that I almost got myself run over trying to get the ring by a passing car. So yeah, so there's a whole story there. See, I told you, chaos comes back to see us. Anyway, right, okay. Hello again from South Wales. Well, hi, Doreen. Hello again, Doreen. Hello from Arizona. Hi, Arizona. Right. Trying to catch up. So last week you left half of us on another channel, and this week we had half an hour of silence while we watched you rabbiting on. That's just so funny. I tell you what, right? So know this, okay? Know this. I'll be laying in bed tonight, right, trying to get to sleep, and I'll probably be giggling. I'll probably just be giggling to myself at this whole scenario that happened tonight. That has really made me laugh, and especially the realization that you saw me just take the laptop outside. You had no idea what was going on, and then you just saw me run away. That is hilarious. You must have just thought, what the hell is going on? That is funny. That's funny. But I mean, you stuck around, which is good. I mean, obviously it's just obviously your humor. You obviously looked at that and you thought, well, I don't know where we're going with this, but this looks like good fun. See, this is my kind of live. Anyway, I don't think I've answered a single question yet, apart from where my wedding ring is and why you couldn't hear me. Just breathe. Yeah, just breathe. You haven't missed anything, Carolina. We've only just got the sound. Oh, right, I'm just catching up. I'm already far behind, and I was already 35 minutes late. A lot of people working with animals don't wear their rings every day. Yeah, true. I'll probably not, I think, because it really is. I don't want it to get ruined. It's all there. Anyway, Linda says, we are all calm, Julian. Okay, so you're all calm. Fine, good. Julian was happy in his own world, doing a great impression of Forrest Hump and a hairy nostril as well. So you got the hairy nostril. Oh, the thing is, what you couldn't hear was, as I was coming back up the drive with the dog, I was shouting to you to let you know what was going on. So all I was doing was just carrying a dog, shouting to my imaginary friends as I walked up the driveway. Oh, well. So do we need to change the name to the Donkeys of Chaos starring Julian? I think it might be right. It might be right. I actually think, I'm beginning to realize that I don't think it's the donkeys that are chaotic. Steve's quite calm. Ronnie is goofy. Barry is cuddly. Macario's crazy. Hoti is quiet, I would say. So all in all, and Dottie, obviously, she's just, she's just Dottie. She's just the boss. I think the chaos element might possibly be coming from me. You know when you just have that realization? Anyway. Barbara says, hi from New Jersey. This is a very quiet Sunday. Yeah, he's very quiet, isn't it? Jan, if Julian floats down the river, the driftwood he'd grab hold of would be a crocodile. Oh, dear. Julian has done a great impression of Forrest Hump. Okay, I'm so sorry. I've been painting my house. Isn't that a euphemism for something? Oh, no, it's a mafia thing, isn't it? Yeah, he paints houses. It's a film, isn't it? He paints houses, something like that. I think we are all realizing you're not quite with us tonight. Oh, okay, Gal. Catalina, if you can lip read, we think the first 30 minutes. Old adage. He always does that sometimes. I've never seen him do it before. How did we get into this? I don't know. I don't know. We are now in the twilight zone of Julian. What? I think Julian has something that science hasn't even discovered yet. I love this. Oh man, the comments on this are great. But he has clarity of thought. Look. Right, okay. Don't be nasty, okay? I'm trying my best. All right, that's all I can do. I don't think science wants to know about Julian. Thank you. Julian, you are in portrait mode with an AMP pet food sponsor ad in the corner. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. It's Ami Pet Food. Shame. So yeah, I'm in portrait mode because I've had to, because the computer for some reason won't play my microphone, so you can't hear me. So I'm having to do it as a guest on my own live on my mobile phone, which is playing the microphone, but won't operate on mobile network. Make sense? Good. Turn him off, someone. Oh, okay. That's easy done. I can turn myself off if you like. Right. You think you'd learn a lesson, don't invoke them. Listen, I think the truth is that the spirits of chaos, I think they're friends of mine. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. They're friends of all of ours. So, right, I'm catching up now. I'm catching up. I feel like Cataline says, I gave up sugar in my coffee. Great, excellent. Right, let's do this. Ami supports Jacob's Ridge. Yeah, Ami's our main sponsor, actually. Don't believe every study. Next week, there'll be a study saying don't eat veggies. Yeah, that's true. Depends who's paying for the study, I guess. Most married couples that farm wear gel rings. Oh, okay. That's an interesting one. I hadn't heard that. Evelyn says the brain needs glucose to work, and so do your muscles. So you can harm yourself mentally and physically if you go completely sugar-free. Oh yeah, no, I think Evelyn, you're right. But the sugar I'm talking about is, oh, for crying out loud, the phone's about to die because obviously the phone I'm using hasn't got any charge. Hold on a minute. Let's see if this one. Now I've got 3 phones. Right, hold on a minute. Just 1 second. So the sugar I'm talking about is processed sugar. Right, Samsung, hold on a minute. Eldon Love. Eldon. I can't believe I've got 3 guests on this live chat and they're all me. That one's died. Okay, enter the studio. Thank you very much. Right. Okay, that one's died. Okay. What's going on? What's going on there? What the hell? What the hell? What? I don't understand this. What's that one? What is that? Right, hold on. I've actually, right. Can you hear me? I think you can. The definition of multiple personality. Oh, Jen, can you just confirm that you can hear me now? Because I'm on another device. Yeah, okay, right. Okay, multitasking Julian. Yes, this is me. Okay, right. So I literally I've got 3 guests. Would you like all the guests at once? You can see what they're like. This is what I'm dealing with right now. Oh, one of them has left the chat. I've left the chat apparently, and one of them is here. So this is what we've got at the moment. We've got hi. So this is what we're dealing with. Right, let me turn the other one off. Oh, move that one. Right, now we should be, can you hear me? We should be all right now. Okay. Right. Yeah, you can hear me. I know you can because I can see the things going. Right. Okay. Cover that up. Yes. So anyway, the stuff I was talking about was processed sugar. So it's cutting out processed sugar um, from your diet, not the natural sugars. You still seek out the natural sugars, but which are totally fine. And you're absolutely right. You're going to need that to operate. So you wouldn't cut that out. Um, I'm not sure it's healthy to totally exclude any food group. No, uh, I think I think it is. I think you can exclude certain food groups. I think you've got to look at what food group, what it provides. I suppose this is where it would be better if Rachel was in on this conversation because she would be able to pick this up far better than I can. But I think it's more about what the nutrients and the vitamins and the minerals and things like that that you're absorbing. But as far as sugar's concerned, I think any processed food is an issue. And I think it's better to stick to whole foods if you can. I think it's far better for you. But I think it is causing big problems all over the world, or certainly in the Western world, developed countries where you're just getting populations are just devouring the processed foods, and that's where you're seeing obesity and diabetes and all stuff like that. So I think that's the thing that we need to avoid. Um, Julian, you remind me of John Cleese in Fawlty Towers. Don't, Jane. Honestly, do you know what? Um, many years ago, I had a business in the UK, and that that's what people used to call me. Was Baz. They used to call me Baz because it was just so difficult to get things done. Because there was just, I realized it's not so much, it's not me. It's just dealing with, and the way in which I'm much better at it now, I hasten to add. But when I was younger, um, I couldn't handle idiots particularly well. And and it just used to drive me mad. It just used to literally drive me mad. But yeah, it's things like this. It's incompetence. It's like this whole scenario has happened through the incompetence of the bloody mobile network. It's like, who's running the mobile network? Why have you knocked all the mobile network out? Why have you done this? It's like you become dependent on it. It's the services and the people that you become dependent upon. And when they become inadequate or inept, it causes great frustration and you have to vent it. That's all. And yeah, so I think that's what it is. It's, you know, I do have a lot of sympathy, and I think we all have a lot of sympathy with Basil Fawlty from Fawlty Towers because there, but for the grace of God, go all of us. We can all see ourselves in these characters, especially in his particular chaotic world. I think he's trying to do things, or he always tries to cut corners or be clever, and it's not that. It's more the ineptitude of others that I find frustrating. But anyway. Um, where are we? The lesson to learn tonight is always check live chat, then rewind later. Yeah, basically. I mean, just, yeah, why not? I think every live we've ever had has had some degree of chaos going on. Jan's peeing herself. Not for the first time, Jan. You need pads for that. I'm so glad I'm here. Would not have missed this for the world. Thanks, Kat. Okay, so yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon. Yes, you can hear me. Good. I've got behind again. I stopped having sugar in my tea. Yeah, me too. It's called control. That's why I like to stick to some old-fashioned ways for when it all goes pear-shaped. Yes, absolutely. Basil Fawlty. Oh, Basil Fawlty. Yeah, Baz. What can you do with old Baz? See now, this is my point. Right now, the laptop that I'm using to talk to you on suddenly decided to freeze. This is just what I'm talking about. It's just very, very strange things going on. Aldine, you had to step out. What did I miss? You didn't miss anything. I loved Manuel. Yeah, Manuel was funny. Yeah, it was only so few episodes, wasn't there? But it was so good. Mary says, "Oh, I'm very late coming in. Hello, everybody at the Ridge. Hi, Mary. How you doing? Great to see you. Obviously, we've covered lots tonight. Lots of topics. You've missed everything, really. I've just literally just sat back down now, having given a fully professional and polished live, as you would expect, on a Sunday night from Jacob's Ridge. It's just what we do. It's who we are. So I would sit and recap, but I think what you'll have to do is go back to the beginning of the live and rewatch it. And I think you'll find it very informative and entertaining. So, yeah. Anyway, I shall have a look on catch up. Yeah, Mary, do. I think you'll love it. Oh boy, now I really need a Tina. What's Tina? What is Tina? Jan, stop it. All right, I'm not getting sucked into that, Jan. I know what you're like and I know what you're doing. Wildebeest, South African spelling, please, Jan. Mary, one word, smooth as a pebble. So anyway, right, what can I tell you? The truth of the matter is I need some questions about what's happened this week because I haven't got a clue. And maybe trying to think. I'm trying to think what the hell has happened this week because I am so lost right now. It's been a very, very busy week and the heat doesn't help. So we've got our new short-term volunteers started. So that's really good. Been running around sorting out their area. So sorting out like the area they go for the swimming pool, the tent area, cleaning all that, making it all nice and polished and getting it all ready for them, cleaning tents, getting the tents ready, putting a new tent up. So we've been trying a new tent design for this week. So that'll be interesting. So I've been putting that up. What else has been going on? Lots of mucking out as usual. It's been incredibly hot. We said goodbye to Christian, our previous long-term volunteer. So that was a sad day to say goodbye to him after 4 months of hard work. And so yeah, we're just sort of like everybody's readjusting. Do you think it's cooled down nicely in Wales, Mary? I think I misread your question. I think it says, thankfully, it's cooled down nicely in Wales. Now, I'm just making up comments as I go along. I'm just reading them and they're not even making sense. Thankfully, it's cooled down nicely. Well, good. I'm glad. What an interesting thing about Wales. I might be coming to see you soon in Wales. I'm still pondering as to how those goats got out. Yeah, Linda, I have no idea how the goats got out. They didn't jump. They can't jump. They're too fat to get through any gaps. So I have no idea. The only thing I can think of is maybe someone went in, left the gate open, the goats escaped out the back, and then the person left, closed the gate and didn't realise that the gates had escaped. How is the mule situation going? Janet, yeah, so the mule situation isn't going. The owner was turning out to be very... what's the word? Started to dictate and was becoming incredibly rude, was putting on loads and loads of pressure, was trying to put on a load of guilt, and was effectively bullying, really. And in the end, I had to tell him to go away and to leave us alone, because ultimately what we have is a sanctuary, and the sanctuary is not an easy thing to keep going. It's a lot of hard work, and it's 7 days a week, and they're long hours, and in this heat it is exceptionally difficult. So it's a very challenging job to do. And when you're pushed to the limit, so during July and August, you definitely feel mentally and physically pushed to the limit. To give you a bit of an example, so the other night I was feeding the horses, and I actually felt myself reach the end. I felt myself reach my limit, and it very, very rarely happens. But when because you're working in extreme conditions, if you like, and you're operating from a place of exhaustion a lot of the time. Exhaustion is your biggest enemy. Actually, you have to definitely manage your energy. Um, so yeah, I did get to a place the other night where I was in the middle of feeding the horses, and I could not physically do any more, and I had to just turn the tractor off and just sit down in the field and just sit, and just allow the pressure to slowly eat. It's a very strange feeling, um, but it just happens. So anyway, you're already under a lot of pressure like that. So you're that moment is never that far away when you're working in these kind of environments. And to have somebody start to try and bully you and push you around and call the shots and just use basically any manipulative way he could to unburden himself of his responsibilities, I just had to say to him, enough's enough. Enough's enough. Go away. I've given you your options. I've told you what it is. We can take the mule, but I have to build a whole new run for the mule. I have to take the mule when it's right for the sanctuary that the mule comes in. Otherwise, it will create problems for the other animals that are here. If we have problems, some of those problems that it can create can be fatal to any of the other animals, because I've witnessed that and I know how it goes and I'm experienced and I know what I'm doing, believe it or not. I know I come across as a donut, but I do have some idea of what I'm doing. And you have to be careful, especially when you're introducing new animals. Mules are incredibly powerful, and we've got a herd of horses. We've also got free roaming donkeys. Um, can be. You've also got miniature horses. That can be a recipe for a disaster. A mule could go through fences without even thinking about it. So you can't just put up a makeshift fence and put a mule in there that doesn't know what the hell's going on, suddenly surrounded by a whole new load of animals. And the mule is not well, by the way. So remember that there's vet costs that are associated with that mule. That mule's going to come in, so the mule's going to be very uncomfortable and disorientated. And then you've got the added possibility and the risk of injury or death or damage for any of the other animals. So it has to be done on our terms. Yes, the mule can come here. We will tell you when the mule can come. That's the end of it. That's the only answer I can give you. Don't try and pin me down to an exact date, because I can't give you one. When it's nearly 50 degrees outside, I'm very sorry, but I'm not capable of being in a field during those temperatures building new fences. I've already got a commitment to build new fences up in the mountains for the goats. So you see what I mean? It's like there's it's always it's a mechanism, and there's a lot of things you've got to juggle. There's a lot of things you've got to put in place. Not only are you running the sanctuary, but you're doing your social medias, and you're also ensuring that your financial obligations are met. You've also got to do fundraising to make sure that you've got money coming in. You've got obligations to make to those people that are fundraising. You've got to find sponsors and all of that. And then you've got new volunteers coming in. So there's a lot going on. So yeah, when you say like update on mule, yeah, the mule is welcome to come here. And that's obviously what we're here to do. But it has to be when it fits into the program of the sanctuary, and it has to be when we can safely receive that animal. And that's where we are with it. But he's turned into a slightly, it's the words I want to use I can't use, but you know what I mean. It just, you know, if you're going to start trying to bully me and push me around and start trying to call the shots and tell me what you are and what you're not going to do and what you're going to do to me if I don't do it and all things like that, I've had all of that. So in the end, you just say, go away. We'll talk again in a little while. You know what I mean? So that's where we are. Anyway. Um, uh, uh, right. Oh, this thing here, you were wondering what this was. It's a straw. But yeah, I will whip you with it. If that's what you want. Uh, okay, right. Let's have a look here. I'm going to try and catch up a little bit. Uh, Goats can most definitely jump. I've seen them jump very high. Yeah, the goats can, but these are pygmy goats, especially little creepy. And he's a little fat barrel. There's no way he was jumping over. Not both of them. There's no way they jumped over that fence. I think they were let out. Dan says that need to let the safety valve off and release the pressure at times. Yeah, absolutely. Heat exhaustion is bad news. Yeah, absolutely. He's trying to save money by not taking the mule to the vets. Yeah, I think that is what he was doing. I think it was about that. We've had it before. I don't know if you remember. We had. Do you remember Malawenya? She was a horse that we took from a riding stable, and the guy was like, "Oh, please take my horse." And "Oh, I love this horse. She's my best friend. I love this horse, but she's been in my riding stable, for many years now, and she's getting too old. I can't do it, and I would like to retire her to your place because it's beautiful, and you really look after the horses, and she would be very happy there." And at the time, it kind of fitted that I could have the space and I could do it, and I took the horse. And what happened? We got hit almost instantly by all the vet bills that came to care for her properly as she needed. She needed her care, and that's obviously, yeah, that's what we do. We're never gonna not provide that care. But it was very, very soon, and I made contact with him, and I said, "Look, can you assist us? We're a sanctuary, and this is, these are big bills, and I think, you should." I think, take some responsibility for this. And she has worked for you for 13, 14 years as a riding horse. I think you should really, by rights, be contributing something, if not all, of these vet costs, because we're feeding her, we're housing her, we're looking after her, we're daily care, all of those things. No, suddenly, oh, who are you? I don't know you. Oh, sorry. No call. Oh, sorry. I can't take your call. I'm busy. And this is what you're dealing with. And they just, yeah, they see it as a soft touch. And that's one of the things you're fighting against. But always, we look at the animal. That's where we come from, and that's what we're here to do. And if we can, provide a safe haven or for an animal in need, we will. But we're very, very careful now, and we're a little bit, the expression "once bitten, twice shy." So we're a little bit more careful now with things like that. And yeah, that's why it has to be on our terms. It has to be. We have to control the situation from the beginning. And if someone tries to start, pushing things or their own agenda, then no, you're just going to meet the gates closed. End of story. And that's it. That's all you can do, really. You need to look after yourself, both of you. Yeah, we do try. Uh, right, hold on a minute. You're all now like discussing. Oh, I see. This is where I was talking about the straw. Sounds like the owner is a proper mule hole. Jane certainly is. Don't mention the straw. It will start a weekly mystery object round. Yeah, I love that idea. Weekly mystery object. What have I got? I've got loads of mystery objects I can show you. Good morning, Julian, says Neil's Wheels. I love your hairdo. Oh man, I wouldn't say it's a hairdo. I would say it's hadn't had a chance to get to the hairdressers. But yeah, it is getting a little bit crazy, I must say. But I'm glad you like it. My niece is a certified farrier. I should send her to volunteer with your sanctuary. Catalina, yes, please. 100%, yes, please. That would be brilliant. We are in desperate need of farrier at the moment. For some reason, our usual farriers are either not responding or we're not getting anywhere with them at the moment. I don't know whether it's because it's the time of year. But yeah, we need farrier at the moment, quite desperately. Actually, we've got I think our farrier, who is also called Julian. We've got a farrier called Julian. We've got Tony, who's been looking after our horses and donkeys for ages. Is a great guy. I love him to bits. But we haven't been able to get hold of him for some reason. So Tony, if you're watching, we haven't been able to reach you. So maybe reach out. We've got another farrier who's a local guy called Tony. Who's called Julian, and that's not another personality. Apparently, he's going to make a visit to us next week, so I'm really looking forward to that. Did Malawenya pass away? She was beautiful. Yeah, Jane, she did. Yeah, that was very, very sad. Yeah, she wasn't very well at all. It was sad. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Yeah, exactly, Jan. That's exactly where we are. It was like, okay, once bitten, twice shy, and also the fool me once thing. Yeah, 100%. It's like, you're not doing that to me again. We're not playing that game. How is Sirius? Well, thank you for asking, Gail. Yeah, Sirius is so it's not good. Okay, hold on a minute. I can only talk about Sirius for like a fraction of a second, and I get upset. So just bear with me. I'm going to come back to Sirius in a minute, okay? Because I don't have a lot of capacity to discuss him at the minute. Pat says that's a hair don't. A hair don't. Thank you very much. He's a butthead. Shame on him. Yeah, he was an absolute butthead. Yeah, so Sirius is he's in trouble, basically. His immune system is fighting on all counts. His lymph nodes they've just gone crazy. He has got lumps and bumps all over him. We made the decision with the vets. We discussed all the different options, and we made the decision that we all kind of agreed that it was time for him to come to the end of his road with us. But we also were discussing his quality of life, in that he still enjoys a walk. He's still eating all his food. He still will have a run around. He's a bit slower, but he still actually is enjoying life, and he doesn't appear to be in any pain. So we're monitoring him very closely, and it's almost like on a daily basis, and we're seeing what he's like. But he certainly is, he's at the end of the road. There's no future for him. He won't get any better. He'll only get worse. And we're just trying to do the best we can with him, really, and just spoil him a bit. Anyway, the owner of the horse should be responsible to provide all current veterinary paperwork before transporting it to the new location. It's a short visit for. Hold on. I can't see that comment. That comment's gone. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah. I've missed it now. I don't know what's happened to that comment, but anyway. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Rachel, would you like to come and join us? We've had chaos.
As soon as you've been down there, it's not been chaos.
As soon as I was down there, it was chaos. You want me to go then? You just want me to leave? Pack my bags and get out. Rachel's going to join us in a minute. She's just had a mouthful of, what have you got? Peanuts. Mouthful of peanuts. Have you had water? Grab some water. Is my cup there? Okay, she's just going to get some water. Oh, Rachel, thank God. There was like this whole collective sigh of relief when they know you're back in the vicinity. Right, okay. It's so weird. What is going on with this thing? Right. Okay. Right. I don't know what's going on here. Right. Does she know about the silence? No, she doesn't know about the silence. Julian's carer is back, says Jan. I think that's rude, don't you? Although I must say, I probably I don't disagree with the comment. To be honest, given the evidence that has appeared before our eyes this evening, I'm not going to give you. I'm going to let Rachel have a little chat with you. Please feel free to have a chat with Rach for a minute, and I'm going to go and get off the floor now. I was having a bit of a moment.
It's a setup.
The setup is we're reading the comments on the laptop, but the laptop doesn't have any sound. So I'm having to invite myself as a guest on the mobile phone, and that has sound.
What do you mean, microphone?
Yeah. You can pay it. You can come and say hello if you want.
I can't because you're sitting bang smack in the middle of the.
Okay, right. Hold tight, everybody.
So which are you actually broadcasting on?
The governor is this one, the phone. You can move it if you want. You click up the phone, and then you can talk to people. But you have to see 30 minutes of moments. Gail says, Julian, you have to agree you have excelled yourself. Honestly, I'm going to be giggling all night.
What's actually what's happening?
Honestly, you've got no idea how chaotic this.
An idea.
It was so funny. I turned into Forrest Gump. Actually, they're calling me Forrest Hump. I can't explain. I just can't explain. It's unexplainable. Let's just say the spirits of chaos descended.
The whole evening feed has been chaotic as well. Hello, everyone.
I'll get you through.
Oh, I've got a drink.
Oh, so,
Either.
you want it there?
Where did you just produce that from? It looked like you just pulled a cup of water out of his bum.
I don't know where I got this from.
Hi everyone. I don't know what's going on. Do you cook for your volunteers' meals, or do they cook for themselves? Well, rainy day girl. When we have our short-term volunteers who are here usually for a week or 2 weeks, we prepare all their meals, except for breakfast. They sort themselves out for breakfast. You know, we have like cereal and toast and things like that. Sometimes this time of year especially, we'll have one cooked meal, which is usually lunch. It's like a bigger meal. And then for dinner, they'll have some like leftover salads, pasta, things like that. But we have some good news. Our friends, Lee and Corey, they're going to be helping us out for September and October. And Corey's going to be doing the majority of the cooking, which is a load off of my shoulders. So I'm really looking forward to that. And her food is great as well. So yeah, that'll be good. But when we have the long-term volunteers here, if it's in the short-term volunteer season, they get the same meals as well. If it's out of that season, then it might be sometimes I cook for them, sometimes they cook for themselves, just depending on what's going on. So yeah. We've talked about sugar, meals, and incontinence, a normal JR chat.
Well, Jan's been wetting herself this evening, which I know is not unusual for Jan, but apparently even more so. And also, some of them want to be whipped by my straw.
Why are you flaunting a straw?
It's quite tactile, so I find it quite interesting.
Jean, thank you. Julian, we only have a dig because we love you, says Myra.
Thanks, Myra.
We've had over 30 minutes of Julian rabbiting and we couldn't hear a thing.
Literally half an hour.
Talking to yourself.
But it gets better, right? So I'm chatting away to everybody. So first of all, I couldn't get it to connect. So they were getting like just a black screen. So I was trying to figure out, there was no mobile network on both phones and also on the other phone as well. So no mobile network could say no. Don't know, just wouldn't connect to any mobile network. So I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. In the meantime, the dogs are going mad, right? So I'm trying to sort out this, and I've inadvertently let the dogs out.
Inadvertently. But it just happened.
Yeah.
Inadvertently.
So inadvertently, I've let the dogs.
Oh, you go chase.
Right. So I didn't realise the situations because I was more focused on setting up the live. So at this point, we're still silent at this point, remember? So.
Oh, that's good, because I was having a go at you on the radio.
Then you've started on the radio, so I'm talking to you, and you're saying, we've got chaos down here, you've let the dogs out, everything's gone mad. So I'm saying, I'm doing the live at the minute, and I can't leave because I'm stuck here because of the internet. I need to be on the Wi-Fi. So you're like, well, I don't care, get down here because the dogs are going mad, and we've got Prospero being chased around, get down here, bring the live with you. So I'm trying to tell you.
I didn't say bring the live, I said leave the live, as in just put up a video or something. Say, sorry guys, we'll be back in a minute.
Yeah.
Go to deal with.
So then I had the brilliant idea, I'll take the laptop down with me. Right. So as I'm walking out the door, bearing in mind I'm all silent, I can't hear what I'm saying.
So you thought, I know there's dogs chasing a horse and I'll just bring a laptop down with
me. I was thinking like, at least I can bring the live me and we could just set it up so you haven't just let them looking at this beautiful painting behind me. I thought, okay.
No, but you could put on one of the videos in your.
Right. So the point was, so this was my thought process. So as I'm walking out the door, I suddenly go, hold on a minute. This is on Wi-Fi as well. It's not on mobile network, so it doesn't help. So I went round and I put the laptop on the chair, on the table outside and pointed the camera down into the field. And I've said, not knowing they can't hear me, okay, guys, I've just got to go and sort out this problem. I'll be back in a minute. Just stay with me, right? So they haven't heard any of that. So they're just looking at it going, what the hell's going on? Right? The next thing they know is they just see me run down the traffic. Read the comments and it's like, where's he gone? It's Forrest Gump. He's just run on. He's just kept running. And there's another comment they're going, did he just run away? And stuff like that. So they got no idea that I've just run into the field. And then as I'm coming back up the driveway, I'm shouting out to them, but they can't hear me. So I'm just talking to myself. And then I got back in, and I'm explaining everything, I'm telling everybody what's going on. And of course, I've got so far behind on the comments. I'm like half an hour behind on the comments. So I finally catch up to this one comment going, can't hear you, no sound. And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, wow. I'm so glad that you
35
this evening.
35 minutes of no sound. Insane. Anyway, yeah.
Well, thanks for sticking with it, guys.
It's genuinely funny, but the comments are hilarious. You must read them. It's funny.
What is the temp there at the moment? It was 27 degrees Celsius at about 7 o'clock. I don't know what it is now. Does it not say? It should say here. But
don't have any.
I don't want it.
It will all go wrong. So yeah, then we were discussing. So we've been discussing, diet, sugar in diet, stuff like that. Talking about hitting the wall a little bit the other night in the horses field, not being able to just hit in the wall. The goats getting out. Still don't know how Creepy and Perth got out. I've got no idea.
You don't think they squeezed through the gate?
No way. They're too fat. There's no way they would get through that. It's a bit of an odd one.
Odin says it was dramatic. Suddenly he ran down the hill. We all got to speculate what was happening. Who let the dogs out? Julian. Stephen, thank you so much for your super chat. And your question is, hi Rachel. Hello. Do you have to put on sun cream to stop your skin burning? Stephen, I wear SPF on my face every day. And I do put sun cream on if my shoulders are exposed because I burn on my shoulders, but I don't really burn anywhere else. Or like my neck or back. And this one doesn't wear anything.
No, I never have. It's not very clever, is it? Probably.
Sun cream or you're
Yeah.
not wearing sun cream.
No, I don't wear sun cream. No, I don't. I wear a hat and I try and stay in the shade.
Yeah, we're trying to avoid the high UV.
Yeah, stay away from the sun. Yeah.
Forest Hump. It was like Benny Hill. Yes, Benny Hill. Life is like Rachel, it was hilarious. It's been very entertaining. What was weird was that Julian was looking like he was reading the comments, yet we were all shouting at him all the time.
Yes.
Catalina, thank you so much for your super chat. Carrots for the donkeys.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Catalina,
Oh,
thank
it's been a lot of super chats this evening.
That's it.
Have you seen any of them?
Yeah, no, I have been seeing. Yeah.
Sandy said tonight definitely deserves of some kind of award, not sure what.
Thanks, Sandy.
Myra says even funnier when you talk about it.
It is.
Jan says, well, this one is an idiot, but then we all knew that.
Wow. Jan, don't talk about yourself like that.
Okay, so here's some other super chats. Did you read any of these?
Yes, I'm sure I did.
Or you were probably muted.
Yeah. Look, you're muted.
So you didn't see that one?
I didn't see that one.
John B, thank you for your super chat. Polka Dot Livingston. Suzanne, you're muted. Polka Dot Livingston, still muted. Peggy, just for silent laughs in a fab community. Wiggle the wires, no sound, says Heaven Chip. Suzanne, you're muted. We can't hear you, get Rachel, says Tonda. Myra, no sound. Sherbows, sorry, we hear nothing.
Oh, don't.
We're getting the sound on. Hello, St. Louis, it's Tonda. Well, thank you for donating, even though you couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, it was very nice of you. It was very good. Thank you. I feel a little embarrassed, I'll be honest.
Jan says you sun cream, Julian.
Well, I don't like it because the reason I don't like it is it's a chemical that you're rubbing onto your skin, which is an organ. It's just the biggest organ of your body, and you're rubbing chemicals on it, which I don't like doing.
Use a natural one then, without chemicals.
Yeah, but I just feel like it's all. I mean, unless you're going to cover yourself in mud, I feel it's all unnatural. I don't think it's a natural thing to do. So I'd rather just watch and be careful of my exposure to the sun. And I've always been very careful with my exposure to the sun. I don't have a particularly dark tan. I don't.
Not always.
No, unless I'm caught out and so I'm doing some work, but that's very rare that I do.
Jan
any
says
work.
skin cancer is so much better.
No, I don't mean it like that. Of course, I'm not meaning the skin cancer, but it's.
Yeah, is there not an argument though that the chemicals can cause cancer?
Exactly. That's my point. It's not necessarily, I just don't think that I've never been really comfortable with just coating my whole body in a chemical that, in a lot of these things, there's so many chemicals in it, and you don't know what they do. You don't know how good it is. Your body absorbs everything so quickly. So I'd rather just be conscious of it and be aware of it and just stay away from the sun. You can't avoid it completely, but you can be careful. And I think I am very careful with the sun.
I don't know if it's true, but I heard that, we always put sunglasses on when we go out in the sun, but apparently if you don't, then your eyes prepare better to produce more melanin to protect your skin from burning. I don't know if there's any truth in that. That's fine.
Yeah, no, I don't know the truth of it, but I've also heard a similar thing in that the body is it's a mechanism, and it will adapt to its environment to a certain extent. But yeah, I mean, you've just got to be careful. You've definitely got to be careful with the sun, sure. So I've always thought I have been.
Catalina says my uncle was a farmer, had terrible skin cancer. Please be careful.
Oh, really? Oh,
Mary D said my mother's version of skincare in the sun was to slather us in Nivea cream. I've never used sun cream either. I don't like it.
Nivea cream. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. The best one I've ever done is mud, but obviously you can't really do that. We can, but
We could use
it's look a bit
weird.
weird.
Kat, thank you for your super chat. Thank you for the entertainment, says Kat.
Thanks, Kat.
Vitamin D from the sun.
Yeah, yeah.
Kat says, I'm with you, Julian. I wear long sleeve white shirts over skin bearing clothes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sandy, a super chat for the entertainment.
Oh, thank you very much, Sandy. Thank you.
And he says there must be an actual sun cream.
There what?
There are, but you're still arguing that it's still unnatural to use it.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is that I forget. Okay, so that's the reality. Is you could give me anything there, and you could say this is 100% natural. I would probably forget to use it, and the reason why I forget to use it is because it's not. I don't put it as a high priority on my list. Like, it's not part of my routine. In fact, there's very little part of my routine. Hence my hairstyle at the moment. There's my routine is
body gel, and that's it.
Yeah,
and just lather yourself in that, and that's literally probably the deodorant. That's the only product.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. I'm pretty low maintenance in that respect, but I get what you're saying, and I should be careful. But I do things like I do cover up, I do wear a hat, and I stay out of the sun. I just try not to be in it, and when I am in it, I get very agitated anyway. So I tend to leave it alone and run to the shade. But yeah, you do have to be careful. I totally hear what you're saying. I'm 79 and never use sun cream. Oh, okay, Janet, that's interesting. There's all types of natural sunscreen. Set yourself an alarm if necessary. We just care about your well-being. Yeah. Fair point, Catalina. I do get that. Yeah. I should really listen to sense. There's a lot of sense being spoken this evening.
I'm sure the sun does age you as well.
Yes. I mean, I'm only 22. What a mess. Yeah, you're right. The sun does age you. I will. Okay. All right. Okay. Message received. I shall research natural sunscreen, and I shall see what I can do.
I was buying, and then they've like stopped doing it on Amazon. So
we shall have an update. We'll have an update next week on sunscreen gate. Oh dear, 22. Now I need a new Tina pad.
Tenner.
Oh God! Now I get it. She's saying like, "Oh, I need she's going, "I need a Tina," and I'm like, "What the bloody hell's a Tina?" And then the next thing I know is a few comments down, and it was like, "It's an incontinence pad," and I was thinking, "What are they talking about? What's an incontinence pad?" Now I get it. It's because she's weeing herself.
Jan is.
Jan's.
Why is Jan telling her?
I don't know. You know what Jan's like. She needs a new Tina now. I thought it was a person. I thought, who's Tina? I thought, is that somebody we know? Or, I need a new Tina. What did you do with the last Tina? You weed on her.
Neil Field says, carry a straw. And when you wonder why, remember sun cream.
Good idea.
You have to remember to carry
the straw. Absolutely.
Polk's Out Livingston says, never wore sunscreen, just diagnosed with skin cancer.
Oh,
no.
I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. Okay. Message received and understood. What happens in that is, are they treating that? Are you being treated for that? How do they treat that? Kat says, "Oh my God, now I need a Tina." Who is this Tina? We all need a Tina in our lives. Tina, I've done it again.
Dan says IQ of 142. I can say anything I want.
Oh gosh. Okay. You can. Like, Tina, bring the bucket. Bucket and mop, Tina. Jan's had another problem. Tina for a weenie.
I feel like this is getting silly now.
What's a weenie? Do you know what a weenie is? Teeny for a weenie? I don't know. We should be calm. Right. Why do Spanish pharmacists have dozens of Tina on their windows? I don't know where to go now. All right. This is this evening's chat has been like. It's not just me. Though.
I don't know why. Maybe there's a large aging population. Put them in the windows.
What do you mean, like out of the packet stuck to the windows? Is it because people are going around weeing up pharmacy windows? Perhaps that's happening. So there's some fun in that. My aunt said he was so old she could say anything she wants to, Jan. Oh, she was so old. Sorry, Alden, that didn't make any sense to me there. But it is your fault. Okay. Julian, it is pronounced tenor, an incontinence product in the UK. Got it. Got it. Tenor. Righto. I still like the idea of a lady called Tina that's running around mopping up after Jan and Jane, I think, as well. And anybody else. It's all Julian's fault. Cat will back me up. No, absolutely not. Jan, you're disgusting. Right. Goodness me.
It's gone into chaos.
I feel like it's been a surreal kind of live tonight, and I can only apologise because I do know that has been in part my fault.
In part.
Well, there have been certain agents, shall we say, that have been encouraging chaos within this particular live session. Mentioning no names, Jan, and I think that because of that, I can't shoulder the whole blame. As much as I'd like to, I can't. I'm afraid it was your fault as well. But thank you very much anyway. Thanks for sticking with us. Right, where are we? What are we doing? What?
99% your fault, says Jan.
See, not all my fault.
Catalina says, I've abandoned my painting project. This is more fun. And summer madness. Yes, too much sun here.
Yeah. So,
a sensible question.
oh, okay.
How is Onyx doing?
Well, Tzatziki.
That's the thing.
Tzatziki. Thank you very much for the sensible question. Onyx is doing really, really well. Would you like to see her? Shall I get her? Is she downstairs?
She's not. She's been.
You're missing.
She was put out earlier, and the dogs ganged up on her, and then she ran off, and I haven't seen her since.
No.
So she'll be hiding somewhere. But yeah. Oh, Django's there. Django. Hi. Hello. Are you gonna come and say hi? Do you want to come and say hi? No, Django doesn't want to say hi. I'm afraid. Odine asks, hey Neil's Wheels, are you going to make us coffee today? Yeah, Neil, are you getting on the coffee or what? Odine's waiting for her coffee. You could get that for her, please. Jan says I actually got stomach cramp at one point from laughing. Oh, that's good. If anything, you can have a laugh at Julian's expense. Django's never far from Rachel. Yeah, he does my little shadow. No Onyx.
I think I saw her down by the tree, but she's not coming to me. She's being an Onyx, I think. So yeah. But yeah, she's fine. She's all right. She's okay. Thank you very much for asking.
Okay, should we add these
the super chats? Yes, let's do that.
I don't know why it says 17 on there and 16 on here.
Don't know.
Like that.
That's probably because there's 3 guests on this chat and one of them, they're all me. It's the strangest thing ever.
I have no idea.
Right, okay. So, yes, go.
Okay, ready? 2?
Yes, 2.
2.
4.
5.
9.
2.
11.
5.
16.
2.
18.
2.
20.
2.
22.
20.
42.
10.
52.
5.
57.
5.
57. 62.
20.
82.
10.
92.
20.
112.
2.
114.
Oh, nice.
Amazing. Thank you so much, everybody. That's wonderful. Thank you.
14 times dollars-ish.
That's 114 spondulis. That's amazing. Thank you very, very much. I think that you've been incredibly generous, both with your time and
Your patience.
your patience and your money. So thank you very, very much for that. We really appreciate it. And hopefully next week won't be quite as chaotic, but who knows? You'll just have to tune in next week to see what chaos happens, if any. I'm sure there'll be plenty. But thank you very, very much, and I hope you all have a lovely evening. And we'll see you next week. And I'm going to try and get another part 2 of the long form video up on YouTube this week because just because I think they're nice. I like making
Did you
them.
not say that last week?
Yeah, I did, but I didn't do it.
Yeah. So good luck with that.
No, well, it's about intention, isn't it?
Yeah,
What's
so
the
you
saying?
put-
The path, what is it? The road to hell is paved with good
intentions.
intentions. And yeah,
Anna says these sessions are going to boost the tennis sales. Yeah, we should probably just start
Sponsor-
charging them.
sponsorship from Tina. We'll start our own brand, the Tina brand. If you would be interested in that, please drop us a message and we will provide you with our own new merchandise. It sounds like a merchandise line. You get your own
Tina.
Tinas. We'll do a Tina. Right, let's go. I don't know about you, but I need to eat.
Neil, I think Neil's being a bit saucy. So
Is he? What's Neil on then? Neil, where are we?
Joe says tea for me, please, Neil, because Neil's on coffee duty.
Oh yeah.
Tea and coffee. Neil says coffee. It
Right.
says coffee, tea, or me.
Whoa. Neil, saucy Neil.
And then Dean says, "Oh, he's flirting with Joe."
Oh, I say, Neil.
Spill the tea.
Absolutely. I say, bang on, Neil. Jolly good chap. Now, I'll boil
Keep it
your
family friendly.
Yes, if we could, please. Anyway, all right, okay. See you later. Adios, amigos and amigas, and
Have a great week.
catch you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
You want an outro? That old question again. Didn't I put it on the outro? Did we?
No.
Did we? Still haven't done that. Why didn't I do that? Do you know where it is? Can you even see it?
It's like way down.
Way, way down. Real down.
There it is.
Oh, there. Okay. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Here's the outro. Bye. And I pressed the wrong button. Of course I did.
There it's playing on that one. Oh, remove us.
Remove us.